All right, so I'm going to take this. Now we have another layer. And what I want to find is we can bring some of this shit out of here for right now. And we will... I'm going to leave the vocals on for this one. What I want to do is get some sort of choir sound going on. Now, Omnisphere has amazing choir sounds. So let's look for a sample. And we can look under type... Well, we can go to human voices, classical choir. And we have a lot of cool stuff here. So we can play around and see if anything, you know, strikes my fancy.
Born into mystery, our hearts are beating.
Actually, I'm going to mute her for a bit. We'll bring her back in once I'm kind of in the ballpark. All right, one thing we'll do too is just while we're previewing these, we'll add some release so we can, doesn't sound quite as weird. We might need to go up an octave too, just while we're playing around, right? Yeah, I think we should be listening up around here. All right, let's see about these ums. No, they might sound good down though. See O's. Oohs. All right, let's try these staccatos. These might be cool, and I might use them in a way completely different than I was thinking. Ooh, that's weird. Actually, very weird. Very, like, tweaky? I want one that's, like, maybe more just, like, less pitchy. That one's kind of better, I think. There might be something to doing, like... I don't know, it just sounds really pitchy, actually. Vibrato's probably terrible, right? I don't know if you know this about me, I don't actually like... Let's get just women on this one. Do we have women staccatos? No, we don't. I think the ahs are great. I don't want choral effects. I don't want... Alright. I think we're in the neighborhood here. Now we can look at the swells are always great. Especially for this, like the build in. We could do something too, like using the staccatos against the swells. See how these men swells sound. They sound just totally shitty because they have to be pitched so high up. Alright, so what we can do is we can bring this up 12, and we'll go to the main and drop the octave. Right, that sounds terrible. What we can do is we can add this, and we'll grab the men's swells, but an octave down. Now let's hear how that sounds with FD and see if we like it. I like to, since this is a vocal sample, I want to make sure it works with what's going on with her voice, and if I'm in the wrong direction, that's okay. I just have to steer clear quickly. Alright, so one thing... Let's add some more release. See if that helps. Let's see how I do it hard cut. That sounds like. Interesting. It might not be terrible, but what I think I'm going to do is see if it sounds better like this. So we'll start here. Born into a mystery, I actually kind of like that. I will add reverb to it too, so it won't be quite as jarring, and we can add a little bit of release. Like half a second. Just make it less. See how it sounds with one. Well, now with that amount of release on, it might sound better like this.
Born into a mystery, our hearts are beating, beating, hungering for
halfway in between. Let's see.
we're believing, believing. Born into a mystery, our hearts are beating, beating.
All right, let's bring it back to where it was. And just tighten the release up to maybe... Yeah, let's bring it down to half a second. There we go. That sounds like a little, like weirdly dry, but not harsh. And so what we could do is then, of course, add the reverb in. And I'll usually leave reverbs that I'm going to use a lot of towards the top of my track list so it's easy to get to.
Hungering for significance, we're believing, believing. Born into a mystery, our hearts are beating, beating. Hungering for significance, we're believing, believing.
All right, so we definitely have some frequencies in here that are trouble. I think it's this frequency range right up here. Right. So one thing is we do not need any frequencies below 100, period, for something like this. And I think we don't even need any of like these low frequencies below 5. So what we'll do is we'll just, we'll bring the rest of the track in. Oh God, I need to stop doing that. Like that normally wouldn't happen, but I think because of the way my setup is going, that's causing it to act really bizarre like that when I bring everything in, but. I do think this actually does need to go almost the full way. Let's try it again, because it's a little too, like, cuts at a weird point. Well, maybe not. First off, let's see if this is even helping it. All right. Let's cut out some of this lower. Definitely some weird kind of mid-range resonancy stuff that sounds like it's an artifact of the pitch shifting that I don't love. And it does sound like it needs a little bit more, so it might just be like full up. It might also be the interaction of the reverb there too. It could be that the frequencies that are really annoying me are like lower in pitch. So let's see if I move this here. I actually think that did help. Might not have been these frequencies might not be the worst ones. Sounds really big and beautiful and epic, so I'm happy with that. Let's see how this... All right, so what I'm gonna do, and this is something that is so great about having infinite effects, and I don't have to worry about their order. When you're looking, let me see, over here, like you can add as many re-EQs as you want, and you have an infinite bands. So I've brought it down really low, and I'm gonna try and just do a high shelf on this. Try to bring that down a little bit because I'm going to boost some frequencies and I want to try to grab a mid-range frequency that'll help. Might be low. Yeah, definitely towards 500s where it starts getting annoying in resonancy. About 7. Try it here. I kind of liked it about the 700 point. Because above that, it sounds really clear, but almost you start to lose what you're listening to. It doesn't sound as much like a choir. So maybe we'll do like halfway in between. Let's try it again here. All right, so what we'll do is instead of that, I like it both at 700 and at 1K, but in between I don't like so much, which is so funny. So what we'll do is we'll make one band at 700, one shelf at 700, and then we'll just make another shelf at 1K, and we'll do 3 decibels there. So instead of 6 and 6, we'll do 3 and 3, and we'll get kind of like both the best of both worlds. I know it doesn't look like much, but you'd be surprised how little differences like that make a difference. I can actually bring this one down a bit. All right, love it. And we can actually even bring the volume down a bit too. We don't really need a lot of that. It's starting to sound really huge, really big, really beautiful. So let's hear it all together. Having that like choir in there and stuff, it's helping to keep this thing from getting too blown out of proportion. Like it's still really tight and groovy.